My name is John Roberts. I'm a regular Duxford Aviation Society member involved in restoration, repair, reconstruction of the Avro Type 685 York. It arrived on 6, I think, low loaders, Vanguard Engineering trucks in pieces. It took a little over a week to dismantle at Lasham. Happily, the York is designed to be transported in sections. You can unbolt, they're called transport joints, you can unbolt sections of the aircraft, and that was duly happened using a crane, dropped onto the trucks and shipped here. There were people who were very concerned about the fuselage distorting whilst it was in pieces. So we put the aircraft together very quickly and onto jacks so that the main plane centre sections, the fuselage was sitting there nicely trestled. It was very dirty. We didn't think it was too bad. There was so much dirt, the dirt was actually concealing the depth of the problems. We found that the accumulated underfloor detritus had rotted away considerable amounts of the lower skin of the aircraft, a lot of other places where rainwater had been allowed to gather, leading to electrolytic corrosion. So yes, it was in a very bad way. A lot of pieces missing. There'd been a certain amount of cannibalization over the years, we think, for other York type aircraft. We found almost humorously that we have 2 left-hand main wheels. We have propeller blades that are of different length, because obviously people have borrowed good propeller blades and replaced them with substandard ones. So yeah, I'd say with the gift of 17 years hindsight, the aircraft was in a very bad way when it arrived at Duxford. Paint stripping is the biggest single activity, I think. You know, the aircraft has over the years been repainted, obviously changes of colour, different colour schemes. In its restoration, in its post-flying phase, people have just slapped paint on it, so the considerable weight of paint had accumulated on the aircraft. Paint that was concealing corrosion, so that all needed removing right down to bare metal. In the interior of the aircraft, same kind of problems apply, but very hard work inside the aircraft, very cramped space, not well lit, very complex, very fiddly shapes, all of which had to be cleaned up as best we could to get back to the original surfaces so we could stop the advance of corrosion. I think we had most of the flight deck components, albeit in boxes. And one of our number was highly skilled at that work and took himself away and did a fantastic job on the flight deck. But we didn't have to get the components. I think we were given a Veery pistol, you know, the thing that fires signal flares through the roof. And someone donated some money to replace the perspex pieces, the astrodome, where the navigator sits and looks at the stars. That had to be bought, of course. We can't do perspex work. We've done a lot of sheet metal work ourselves. I said the skin was in a bad condition. In some places very badly perforated, and panels have been scrapped and replaced with home build panels. We haven't procured any mechanical components from anywhere. We've had some work done to repair components that we personally couldn't handle. It was too technical for us. But otherwise, do it ourselves or don't do it at all has been the maxim. Still to be done are the outboard engines, the main planes, the main plane trailing edges, which are quite substantial, carry the flaps, and the ailerons. The wingtips, which are fairly substantial structures, still remain to be started. And that's about it. It's been an interesting 17 years. Filthy 17 years. Yeah, one has to pay tribute to the crew members who aren't with us anymore. Men who have put in a lot of effort into the aircraft in their closing years and done a superb job. I think the aircraft stands as a memorial to them and to us when our turn comes.